Welcome to Seattle, a city known for rain-washed streets, evergreen forests, creative energy, and a deep love for community traditions. As winter settles gently over the Pacific Northwest, there is one place where darkness does not feel cold, and nightfall becomes an invitation rather than a warning. Tonight, we take you to the heart of North Seattle, to a place where light tells stories, where neighbors gather, and where a simple walking path transforms into a glowing ribbon of hope and celebration. Every December, as the days grow shorter and the nights stretch longer, Green Lake Park becomes a canvas. A canvas painted not with brushes, but with thousands of tiny lights. Each one placed with care. Each one shining for a reason. For some, this is a holiday tradition. For others, it is a first-time experience. But for everyone who walks this path, the feeling is the same: wonder, warmth, and togetherness. Stay with us as we explore the history, meaning, atmosphere, and quiet magic behind one of Seattle's most beloved winter traditions. Green Lake Park is more than just a park. It is a living space woven into the daily rhythm of Seattle life. Joggers circle the lake at dawn. Families picnic under summer skies. Cyclists glide past on sunny afternoons. But when winter arrives, something changes. The lake reflects the early sunset like a dark mirror. Trees stand tall and still, their branches bare, waiting. The air becomes crisp, and breath turns visible. And then, the lights appear. The pathway of lights follows a portion of the Green Lake walking trail. It does not rush. It does not overwhelm. Instead, it invites visitors to slow down, to walk, to notice. Each curve of the path reveals a new scene: arches of glowing bulbs, trees wrapped in shimmering strands, soft reflections dancing across the water's surface. This is not a loud festival. It is a gentle one. A celebration that whispers rather than shouts. The Green Lake Pathway of Lights began as a community-driven effort, a simple idea rooted in generosity and shared joy. Local residents, volunteers, and community organizations came together with one goal: to bring light to the darkest time of the year. There were no grand stages. No fireworks. No ticket booths. Just people. People donating time, energy, creativity, and patience. People climbing ladders in the cold. People untangling wires with numb fingers. People believing that something small could become something meaningful. Over time, the pathway of lights grew. Not necessarily bigger, but deeper. It became a tradition. A moment on the calendar when neighbors could reconnect, when families could create memories, and when strangers could walk side by side without needing to say a word. This tradition reminds us that festivals do not always need spectacle. Sometimes, they only need sincerity. Segment 3, Walking the Path, a sensory experience, 13 to 2000 hours. Narrator. Imagine arriving just after sunset. The sky is a deep blue, fading into black. The city hum softens in the distance. As you step onto the path, the first lights greet you, warm, golden, welcoming. Children run ahead, their laughter echoing. Couples walk hand in hand. Elderly visitors move slowly, carefully, soaking in every detail. The lights do not compete with nature, they complement it. Trees glow like silent guardians. Bushes sparkle as if dusted with stardust. Reflections ripple across the lake, doubling the beauty. Every step feels intentional. Every pause feels earned. You hear snippets of conversation, memories being shared, traditions explained, questions asked and answered. For many, this walk becomes a ritual. A chance to breathe. A chance to reset.
Behind every
What
glowing
truly
arch,
makes
the
the
Green
volunteer
Lake
pathway of light
Behind
special is
every
not the
illuminated
bulbs
tree
or the
is a
wiring.
team
that showed up
It is the
night after
people.
night to make sure the lights stayed on. Local organizations, schools, faith groups, and neighborhood associations often take part. Each group adding its own touch, its own creativity, its own story. This shared ownership creates something rare, a festival that belongs to everyone. No matter who you are, where you come from, or what you celebrate, you are welcome on this path. In a world that often feels divided, this simple act of walking together becomes powerful. Light has always carried meaning. Across cultures and centuries, light represents hope, guidance, renewal, and life. During the winter season, when days are short and nights feel long, light becomes even more significant. The Green Lake pathway of lights is not tied to a single belief or holiday. Instead, it creates space for reflection. Some visitors walk in silence. Others talk softly. Some take photos. Others simply watch. For a few minutes, the pressure of daily life fades. And in its place comes calm. This is where the festival truly shines, not just visually, but emotionally. At night, Green Lake feels transformed. The familiar becomes mysterious. The ordinary becomes magical. The lights guide your steps, but they also invite curiosity. What's around the next bend? What color will appear next? The lake reflects everything, lights, silhouettes, movement, turning each moment into a living painting. This is Seattle at its most poetic. As the walk comes to an end, the lights slowly fade behind you. But the feeling remains. The Green Lake pathway of lights reminds us that joy does not have to be loud. That beauty does not need permission. And that community, when nurtured, can glow even in the darkest season. Whether you are a lifelong Seattle resident or a first-time visitor, this path welcomes you. As we come to the end of this beautiful walk, the lights of Green Lake slowly fade into the night, but the feeling they leave behind remains. The Green Lake pathway of lights reminds us that warmth, hope, and community can shine brightest when the world feels darkest. This peaceful tradition shows us that celebration doesn't always need noise or spectacle. Sometimes, all it takes is light, shared with intention, to bring people together. Thank you for spending this moment with us here on Mama Ando TV, where we travel across cultures, festivals, and traditions to tell stories that connect us all. If this video touched you in any way, please subscribe to Mama Ando TV, like this video, and share it with friends and loved ones. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you never miss our next cultural journey. Until we meet again, keep seeking beauty, keep celebrating culture, and remember, light is always stronger when it is shared. This is Mama Ando TV, signing off.